And Jaron, not too long ago, actually, right before we started recording, we had another huge trade in the NBA as well. We had the Pelicans. They're trading CJ McCollum to the Wizards for Jordan Poole, Sadiq Bey, and the number 40 pick in this year's draft per Shams. New Orleans are also sending Kelly Olynyk and a future second round pick to the Washington Wizards. Now, Jaron, how do you feel about this trade in general?
I think New Orleans has a lot to be happy about. I mean, you get CJ McCollum aging, hasn't produced since how he was producing since he was in Portland. Jordan Poole, off of it, he has a ring, and he was a key contributor to that ring. He can bring a lot to the table in New Orleans. And when you have other guys around, because he was in Washington trying to do it all himself, and we were like, wow, look at Jordan Poole. He fucking sucks. He's chucking up shots. He's doing all this. I mean, he's on the fucking Wizards. Like, what do you expect him to do? Mm-hmm. You put him on a team that has other pieces around him. Now, granted, DeJounte Murray will be injured, but the next year after that, going in fully healthy, you got Trey Murphy, you got DeJounte Murray, Zion Williamson, and Jordan Poole. That is a dangerous young team, especially if Zion and DeJounte stay healthy.
But that's been the question, the issue ever since Zion's been in the league. Is he gonna be healthy? Is he gonna be able to produce what he did at Duke and just show like that kind of like ability that he has? Like that's been the talk of the century for the New Orleans franchise, honestly. So like, what's gonna happen there? Like,
I would think this would be his last chance. Like, okay, we tried to bring in, we brought in CJ McCollum, we had Brandon Ingram, we had Lonzo Ball, we had all these guys. Why couldn't we do nothing? They made maybe a play-in appearance, and that was it. And then, Zion can't stay healthy. They've tried to build around him and to make him successful. But if he's not gonna, commit to a diet or a workout plan, whatever the fuck he's not doing, then yeah, I would think that this is probably the last chance they give him, and they move on from him too.
Now, obviously being in Washington and looking at this picture actually of the breaking news, looking at Jordan Poole, he looks older. Now, maybe Washington.
Bro got wasted away.
He got wasted away in Washington. That Washington aged you like milk. And so when we look at this, now I can't remember how old is Jordan Poole. He's still relatively young, right?
He's got to be under 26.
So,
I would think.
Would he be? So let's say Zion. Obviously, it doesn't pan out with Zion. Could Jordan Poole be the cornerstone for this Pelicans team? Maybe they kind of build around someone like him, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's been shown that Zion can be that guy. And can give you 20 to 25 points a night. He can do it, but he just can't do it consistently because of his injuries. And then the New Orleans Pelicans have also put restrictions on him. So, I mean, he can. Do I think he will? No, I don't think so, personally. I don't think that this is the 1-2 punch that they need to start to get over that hump. I think if Trey Murphy continues to increase...
Will that be the cornerstone?
I think so. You got a guy, 3-and-D, who's out there. He can shoot the three. And then you got another just... Honestly, I'd call Jordan Poole just a prolific scorer. He can get a bucket anywhere on the court. Anywhere.
So, especially when the baddies are on the sideline.
You know what I mean? Like anywhere on the court.
New Orleans got, what I'm saying? They got, I mean, you've been over there, right? You know what I'm saying?
They got what? Hey.
I mean, you tell me what they got over there in New Orleans.
Everything under the sun.
You know what I'm saying? So, but in terms of, because wait, didn't you say, no, I don't know, didn't you just say that you feel like the Pelicans, this is probably a big, like, they could be a playoff team, you think now?
For sure. And like I'm saying, if everything goes great, because like we said, injuries is a part of the game, bullshit's a part of the game. These guys are humans. They have their own personal emotions. They may not be, Zion could fuck around and be unhappy tomorrow and want to leave New Orleans for whatever reason. But if, no issues, everything goes great 100% as we would think it would go or would want it to go. Yeah, man, they could come in as a top 5 seed when fully healthy, I think.
Ooh.
I genuinely do. Yeah.
That's interesting to say. Now, what about Washington? Like, did Washington get any better? Maybe maybe they went from, 21 wins now.
No. Look. You can say what you want. You can call it the retirement home, a UNC facility, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You got Marcus Smart. You still got now you got CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton. These 3 guys all have some form of playoff experience, championship experience. So I mean, like being there and playing in making deep runs in the playoffs. Portland did that too. These guys can help these younger guys on this team. They have a lot of young guys on that team. And I think now they're not going to be a playoff team. No, I don't think so. But I think they're a play-in team, genuinely a play-in team for sure.
Well, I mean, in looking at the three teams we kind of talked about with New Orleans, with the with Washington, like, man, like these are all like, what was it, bottom tier teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, so in Washington and also Portland, like these are just bottom feeder teams, you know what I'm saying? So when we look at them, like out of those three teams, like who do you think actually improved and got really better? Like, I mean, you've kind of already said, like, you think Portland, like, who's better than who at this point?
You
Like,
talking about Portland, Washington, and
New Orleans.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh, New Orleans got the best. They're better than those three teams for sure. Portland and Washington, you could say it's a toss up. They both are kind of in the same situation. A couple of vets with a couple young guys. See how they mesh. See what happens. It could be very fun. I think both of those teams could be pretty fun, honestly. But I might give the edge to the Wizards. I might, because they got a lot more experience on that team.
All right, well, I better be seeing you every time I pull up on you and the NBA season start. I better be seeing you watching Wizard games. Okay.
I'm gonna get a Marcus Smart jersey. Fuck it.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It must be tough being just overall, just any of these three teams. I feel like it's just kind of tough to just be a fan of. Like, but they're loyal, especially Portland. They're pretty loyal to their. But I think overall, though, I know it's just tough. Just constantly every season, just you're not really improving. So I mean, now I think they're trying their best, but like you got to catch up with these other teams. You know what I'm saying? You got to catch up. There's a lot of catch up for them to do.
What does Oregon have? They only got Portland and what the Ducks?
They got the Ducks. Yeah, I mean
they don't have Oregon doesn't have a professional football team. They don't have a baseball team.
No.
They have a hockey team up there.
No.
Yeah.
So they don't got much. I mean, they don't got much. I mean,
shit to fucking root for.
shout out to my sister. I mean, Southern Oregon, the women's basketball team. They one of the best women's basketball teams in the NAIA. What is it? I think they got like 150 wins over the last 4 seasons. So they got something like that over there, I guess. I mean, but besides that,
to root for.
Yeah, it's definitely something to root for. But I mean, poor Portland. They just.
Hey. You go out there too. I've been in Portland. They got it great. Nike headquarters is in Oregon. They got big ass Nike stores. But same thing with Seattle. It is just gloomy and sad as fuck almost every day.
I mean, looking at like I said, Jaron. I'm looking at this picture right now. Look at Jordan Poole. Why does he look 40? Like this is crazy.
What happens when you get sent to teams like Portland and Washington, man? I mean, shit takes a toll.
Oh man. And then I know we mentioned I mentioned a couple episodes like. Back in the beginning, even with he was one of the main guys to spark that whole if there's any team you don't want to be that team, talking about the Pistons when the Pistons were one of the worst teams in the NBA, and then look at what happened with them, and now but I mean I think it's overall looking at this trade, definitely a great situation for Jordan Poole. I think he gets to kind of revitalize his career. Obviously being in. Technically on the back burner in Golden State a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously they had all those superstars over there, so he was kind of just not a forgotten thought, but more so got some things going on over there. So and just a lot of drama inside the locker room for sure. And then his punishment was going to Washington, and then
that's a punishment. That's fucked up.
His punishment being going to Washington, and now going to New Orleans. Hey, they got good food over there too. I heard. So
that's the problem with Zion. He can't stop eating the fucking food. I think I gained 20 pounds in New Orleans. I was there for 2 months. It was bad. I swear.
That seafood boil, buddy.
You can get a fucking seafood boil on every corner in New Orleans.
The bayou.
You know what I mean? It's just great food everywhere.
But overall, it's a great city and a loyal fan base over there because they got a lot to root for. A lot of rich history over there for sure.
People down south are the nicest people too. So, honestly.
But overall, I wanted to know what you guys think down below about this trade right here. How significant is this for Jordan Poole's career? Is CJ McCollum going on that same route that we've been talking about? These other, old heads that are, washed in a sense. Is he going to be probably playing a mentor role over there for Alex Sarn or whoever, you know what I'm saying, in Washington? So just let me know what you guys think down below.